What's up guys, it's Drew with Profit Monsters. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to be reviewing the Reseller ruler, and this is a tool that I purchased from somebody on Instagram that is selling these. You can actually find their name. It is Reseller ruler, and it's supposed to be a tool to help clothing resellers be able to measure clothing and get listings done faster. For those of you guys who know me, you know I'm all about the listings, baby. You know I'm all about doing as many listings as I can, and I pound out a lot. I actually enjoy selling clothing, unlike many resellers. Clothing is something that I find cool because when you compare a certain item with a certain buyer, it's just a really good feeling, and also making profit, of course. So now the Reseller ruler is a tool that was created to help be able to measure pit-to-pit measurements as well as the shoulder-to-hem measurements in one picture, so that you don't have to use a tape measure, take pictures, and add the details in the item description. So hopefully this is going to help save a lot of time. I know that the creator of it, Quicken, who is like one of the biggest clothing resellers on eBay in their history, is the one who created this and uses it. And I'm really excited to try it out and test it out. So I've got some items over here and we're gonna test it out, see how good this ruler works and how much more efficient it is for resellers. All right, so a couple features I just wanted to highlight about the Reseller ruler here, which is really nice. Right here, you're gonna have this adjustable knob, which when you turn this to do your measurements, just like that, you can loosen this and then slide it. So you can make it go any direction you want. Obviously, it's not loosened all the way right here, and it'll slide better. But this is a great feature to have for the Reseller ruler, and you can see it's been pre-cut already for you so that you can move it any which direction you need, which is great. And then you can just tighten it back up and lock it into place. And then when you're done, you can just fold it just like that. It doesn't take up much space at all. You can lean it up against a desk or a wall, or put it with your other or reseller tools, I guess you could say. But right there, boom, Reseller ruler. Just follow them on Instagram and there's a link that you can go buy it. I will also put the link in the description. All right, guys, so here we are obviously on the kitchen floor because the weather conditions outside are really windy, and so we're gonna do them just right here. As you can see, I got the shirt laid out, and then I've got the Reseller ruler right here. So when I talked to Tech, he said to kind of use the 11 as a standard. So we're gonna kind of just start from there and work our way over if we need to. But I'm gonna place it at the 11, and then we're just gonna obviously make the T, and I'm going to lay this out flat right on the shirt and see where we kind of start. So as you can see right now, what he has the 11 on the length, so maybe the width, it needs to be a little bit different, but we're looking at measuring here almost perfectly on the shirt right at the tip of the shoulder, just based on this shirt right there. And we are looking at about a 23-inch pit to pit and a 29 to a 29.5-inch length. So what I would do is I would take pictures of the shirt, then I would take pictures of the shirt with the Reseller ruler on it, then I take picture of the pit-to-pit measurement, and then a picture of the shoulder-to-hem measurement, so that people can clearly see what the measurements are. And this is going to avoid using a tape measure. It's going to avoid a lot of bending over. It's going to avoid writing down your measurements on a piece of paper. And then it also is going to avoid having to put those measurements in the item description, which takes time to type out. So you're saving time all around, which I really like. And there's a couple other things that you could do. I mean, realistically, even if you couldn't get, for whatever reason, to measure up, you can just use one side and you can take a picture. Boom, 23 inches. So much nicer than using a tape measure. And I never even thought about using a meter stick. But the fact that there's two of them is great. And we're getting right at the 29.5 right there. So then I would flip it over, take a picture of the back, and do the same thing. Now let's try it with something a little bit smaller and something a little bit different. We got a polo sweater right here. And so I'm just going to get the Reseller ruler out, and I'm going to separate it, and I'm going to line it up pit to pit. And the shoulder to hem is a little bit too high, so I want to obviously bring that down. So for this one, I'm going to loosen it and slide this over so that I'm matching the shoulder to hem. And then I want the pit to pit to be accurate, so I'm going to slide this over. And then I'm going to tighten it just so that I can see it. So for me, looking at this right here, you're looking at about right at 24-inch shoulder to hem. And then on the pit to pit, about 20.5 pit to pit. And I can do this in one picture, which is really nice, and then I can add that to my listing. And then once I'm done taking those pictures, I will do my standard flat lay sweater photos just like this. I'll take the picture nicely this way, flipped over, and then I'll do the tag as well. And another thing the Reseller Ruler is actually really good for, which I could probably mention on this Disney shirt, for example, is the tag. So this tag likes to stick up. If you can't get your tag to flat lay, you can actually just use the Reseller Ruler to hold the tag down while you're taking a picture and your hand is out of the way. Nobody wants to see dirty fingernails or anything like that. Finally, we're just going to test a third option here, which is a bigger jacket. This is a great bolo brand for you guys to know about. It's called Barbour, B-A-R-B-O-U-R. And so I'm just going to spread it out again, and we're going to see how the Reseller Ruler does for this one. Let me button the collar a little bit or get close to it, and we're going to spread it out. So we'll do the pit to pit. This one is obviously would be nice if the adjustment was there, but you can still for the up and down, which I think is something that you could probably customize yourself. But I'm just going to slide this over to right where the pit to pit is. It's still going to be accurate. And then I'm going to line it up with the shoulder to hem right there. And then it looks like the pit to pit on this side is perfect. So then right here I would just come up and you'd see that 25.5 pit to pit, and this is going to be about a 32 3/8, but 32.5 or 33 pit to pit. People can see that measurement because you're going to take the picture of it directly. And even if you wanted to scroll this down for an extra picture, you know, you're pretty close there. 26 is showing because this is hanging over, but if this is tucked in straight where it needs to be, you're at that 25.5 right there. So even for bigger jackets, you can still make it work, or you can just use the Reseller Ruler one way. You can get it nice and flat just like that and get the 1-inch side, and then you're going to see, bam. So this was about 26 inches. And there you go. That's the Reseller Ruler, guys. So really handy tool. I will put the link in the description on Reseller Ruler's Instagram page, and you can go buy one yourself for $24.99. Hopefully this helps you out, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, money!